Welcome back to the stream. Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to get into a variety of topics, but it seems like the best part of the month is here and the deals are coming on strong. So we're going to get into it and talk about a variety of topics, and we're talking about now there is a $5,000 discount on certain Model Ys that you can get now. So we'll take a look at it. But before we do that, let's roll that intro real quick. All right, so thanks for watching another stream. Thanks for watching another video. My name is Dennis, and I love talking about Tesla hacking, as I like to call it, but basically just getting the best deal on Tesla at the best financing rate. So definitely hit that subscribe if you're interested. And today's video is actually sponsored by my Patreon link down below in the description, where you can get access to the ultimate financing guide or buying guide for buying a Tesla to get the best possible deal and best financing rate. So definitely check it out. Patreon link down below in the description. But let us take a look at this. So right now, if you go to the Tesla model website, you've got certain pricing for models, and right here I guess it might be the end of the month already, because let's refresh the prices super quickly. You've got the Model Y standard range at $47,740, Model Y long range at $50,490, and Model Y performance at $54,490. No changes there. If you're looking to use a Tesla referral code just like the one down below in the description, you can get $500 to $1,000 off on a Model 3 or Model Y. So thank you to everybody has done that in the past. But let's go take a look at this, because at the end of every month, there is usually a rush. And at the end of every quarter, there definitely is a push and rush for more sales. But I guess it's July 20th, and there's been a lot of different updates to the website, which we're going to go over later on this stream through these certain topics. But the one big thing, if you go to our favorite website, which is waitingfortesla.com, and you can use a referral code just like the one down below the description to save a little bit of extra money. But taking a look at this right here on the screen, 195 brand new Tesla Model Ys available for sale. And we know there is much more than this, because if we go to Matt Jung's website, and this is interesting because this is right after the earnings call. Yesterday was the earnings call, and now Tesla is releasing a plethora, a massive amount of inventory, up to 513 vehicles in stock for sale. But taking a look at it, I mean, this one right here in Savannah, Georgia seems pretty nice to me. When I first went onto the screen, I didn't believe it, because it's got a $5,000 discount. This is a demo Tesla Model Y 2023. You would still be the first owner of this vehicle. And yes, it is a all-wheel drive standard range, but $5,000 discount is pretty delicious. I mean, you stack that with the $7,500 federal tax credit, stack that with any sort of state incentives that you might qualify for on top of that, and you can get this Model Y down to a pretty cheap price. Taking a look at another example right here, 2023 Model Y all-wheel drive, red with black interior, and another $5,000 discount. And so these are, of course, two inventory vehicles that seems to be standing out there, but you can see there's plenty of other discounts, of course not as big, but maybe Tesla is starting to reduce or release their inventory vehicles with discounts. And the best thing with this, well, the best thing is it's a brand new vehicle, so you still qualify for the full $7,500 federal tax credit plus any sort of state incentives. And if you use a referral code just like the one down below in the description, you can get an extra $500 to $1,000 off a Model 3 or Model Y. So the first step here is click open a referral code just like the one down below in the description. Then head on over to our favorite website, waitingfortesla.com. Find a vehicle that you're interested, maybe one of these two vehicles that have a $5,000 discount. I would imagine these are probably gone by now, but let's just take a look. Oh, look at that. This vehicle is still available for you to buy if you're in that local area. Congrats to you. This is an impeccable deal. I would probably just get this just because of how good of a discount it actually is, but a 2023 Tesla Model Y all-wheel drive only has 2,800 miles on it. But I granted that is a little bit on the higher side. Usually I'm comfortable with 1,000 to 2,000 miles, but I mean, if it's a all-wheel drive Model Y, this is going to be would be a daily driver for me. And you can see, taking a look at it, if you go all the way down to all the bolts and everything, okay, because we're not in the right zip code, but I wanted to show that the referral discount does stack on top of it for another $500 off. But definitely some crazy stuff. We can see, if you're interested for an inventory vehicle, keep your eyes glued to this website, because yes, you can transfer or swap your order or even match your pending order to an inventory discounted vehicle. But the easiest way to do that is get in contact with a person that is actually at a store, or even drop by a store, talk to them about what inventory is out there, because the best people that of course can see all the different vehicles that are in stock are the Tesla associates at the Tesla store. So definitely some pretty interesting stuff. Really good news if you're looking for a discount. I mean, if one pops up in California, maybe, I mean, it's a weird timing too, because we've got all these things coming up. I mean, I wasn't planning on buying another Tesla. I mean, besides the Cybertruck, fingers crossed. So we'll definitely be interested in that. But you can see, even in California, there are discounted deals out there. Of course, not as good as the $5,000 one, but definitely really good deals across the country and across the different markets. But definitely some pretty interesting stuff. Let me know if you're going to pick up one of these. If you're interested in purchasing one of these, let me know on your experience in the comments down below. But we're going to jump into the next topic. But before we do that, this video is actually sponsored by my Patreon link. Down below in the description is a Patreon link where you support the channel and get access to the ultimate Tesla buying guide out there, with all the best interest rates for financing your Tesla, all better than Tesla financing. So definitely check it out. Patreon link down below in the description. And if you're looking for someone to ask questions about your situation on how to get the best deal on a Tesla or even the best financing rate, that's where Patreon members can send me DMs or chat messages, and I'm pretty quick to responding. And they can even schedule phone calls with me to go over your exact situation, so I can point you in the right direction to get the best deal on a Tesla. So definitely check it out. Patreon link down below in the description. But thanks for coming in, Paul Foss. Thanks for coming in. Paul Foss, we got some interesting topics because Tesla has made a bunch of updates to the website, and I bet you're going to want to be interested in that. Miguel, welcome in. Matt Robbins, thanks for coming in. We're going to get into the next topic, and I guess this topic has been a big topic that a lot of people have been interested because it came out yesterday, so let's take a look. In this next topic, we're going to talk about the full self-driving transfer policy, because it seems like Tesla has now released more details. And of course, yesterday we did talk about how maybe even buy a used Tesla vehicle that already has full self-driving and then trade it in. But it seems like it might even be easier than that. So let's take a look at it. But if you're just joining in, my name is Dennis. I love talking about Tesla hacking, so definitely hit that subscribe if you're interested. And so here are the exact details. Shout out to Keith. You can see here, if you have Tesla full self-driving, here are the exact programs. You can even go to this tweet if you want to take a look at it yourself. But basically, if you can receive full self-driving capability on any new Tesla vehicle delivered between July 20th, so basically today, and September 30th, so this quarter, when you forfeit the full self-driving capability on your current Tesla vehicle, subject to below terms and conditions, Tesla does not guarantee delivery within the program end date. So that's basically saying if your delivery gets pushed to the next quarter, they're not going to be reliable for that on top of that. So it looks like you must be the legal and registered vehicle owner of the current vehicle. It doesn't look like you have to trade in that vehicle, which is a interesting tidbit. We'll talk about that, why that could be pretty interesting. Number 2, take delivery of your new title vehicle between July 20th and 30th. We saw that. Accept the forfeiture of the full self-driving on your current vehicle. That makes sense. So they'll remove it. They can't give you two of the two different full self-driving. Number 4, the full self-driving capability can be only transferred once and cannot be transferred to another vehicle. Darn, right? I mean, I would love to just pay like a one-time lifetime thing, right? Would it be just be on every single Tesla that I own for the rest of my life? But unfortunately, they probably would not. That wouldn't make any sort of sense to them. Number 5, Tesla reserves the right to change, modify, or terminate. Number 6, the forfeit of full self-driving capability on your current vehicle is non-reversible. That makes sense too. Number 7, used vehicles and vehicles for commercial purposes are not eligible. That makes sense. You can't buy a used one and get it transferred to a used one. And number 8, Tesla may remove full self-driving capability from your vehicle if it determines in good faith that you breached any of the terms or made any representations about full self-driving on your current vehicle. Interesting. And number 9, this offer cannot be applied retroactively after the new vehicle is delivered. So I guess you have to bring that up before it actually transpires. And so we talked about yesterday how, like, what if you just bought a used Model 3, like a 2017, 2018 that already had full self-driving? Because we know that the used market does not value full self-driving at the full $15,000. So you could be able to get one that has like a $2,000 package or it valued at $2,000 above a different one, and then try and you don't even have to trade it in. You could just buy it, hold it, and then going out. And so it looks like Holes Mark Catalog kind of had the same idea. So shout out to Holes Mark Catalog for posting this tweet. Number 1, buy used Tesla with full self-driving. Number 2, order new Tesla and transfer full self-driving for free. Number 3, sell old car. Number 5, free full self-driving. So it seems like that might pan out to make a lot of sense. But of course, it does say in the terms and conditions that if there's any misrepresentation or misuse, then that currently wouldn't be the thing. But with another tweet that I saw that I don't know where it went anymore, but someone posted like a wrecked Tesla. I think it was Dirty Tesla, where he posted like you could just buy like a completely wrecked Tesla model, whatever, that has full self-driving attached to it. You'll keep it in your backyard, right? And then transfer that full self-driving to the new one. But that's pretty creative. I don't know if Tesla would adhere to that, because maybe in their systems they show like a broken Tesla or something like that. But there's going to be definitely people that will try, that really want full self-driving, because it's essentially a quote-unquote $15,000 package. But definitely some pretty interesting stuff. Let me know what your thoughts on it. We're going to jump into the next topic, but before we do that, this video is actually sponsored by my Patreon link. Down below in the description is Patreon link to support the channel and get access to the ultimate Tesla buying guide out there with all the best interest rates for financing your Tesla. So definitely check out Patreon link down below in the description. Wong Sifu, thanks for coming in. Yes, we'll get to all your live stream questions, because that's the benefit, right? You can come in here and ask anything you want, and we'll certainly get to it. But yes, there is a $5,000 inventory discount on these Model Ys that are actually out there. So if you're looking to get a discounted, heavily discounted $5,000 off a Model Y that's brand new, that will still qualify for all the incentives, definitely check it out on waitingfortesla.com. And on top of that, we've got a giveaway running on the channel. So if you're interested in winning this rim case protector by MAGBAK for your Model 3 or Model Y, definitely check out our YouTube community page on the channel, because that's where we post all the different contests. So it's this button right here. Hit that and scroll about 5 or 6 posts. You'll see the giveaway post, so you can enter in to win this rim protector set, accessory set, that's valued at $300 from MAGBAK. So we're giving that away. So thank you to MAGBAK for sponsoring, and good luck to everybody that's interested in winning this rim protector case. And on top of that, we're kicking off another giveaway tomorrow. So if you're interested in wondering what's inside this black Tesla box, we're going to unbox it tomorrow, and then we're going to kick off another giveaway to give this interesting this interesting gift from Tesla, to give it to one of you. So definitely hit that subscribe, because that is going to be the first stipulation to win all giveaways on the channel. And this next topic, if you're wondering how to get the best interest rate on your for financing your Tesla, well, great news. Tesla just lowered their interest rate. So let's take a look at it and see what exactly they lowered it down to, plus much more. But if you're just joining in, my name is Dennis. I love talking about Tesla hacking, so definitely hit that subscribe if you're interested. So I just posted this on Twitter because it seems like around 6 o'clock, when they do make changes on the website, they make it around 6 o'clock. So Tesla lowers financing rate on their website. If you go through Tesla financing, it is now 5.84%. It actually was 5.89%. And so I guess they are passing some savings to you. I mean, even of course, that's just a little bit of savings, but you can take a look at it now. If you go to the loan section on any of the vehicles out there, Model 3, Model Y, S, or even X, you can see if you've got excellent credit, 720 plus, it is now showing a 5.84%. Switch it to very good good credit from 680 to 720. That goes to 8.19. Good credit from 640 to 679. That goes to 9.19. And fair credit goes to 9.99. So not too many changes there. But if you're looking for the best monthly payment on a Tesla, that's where financing partners like Tenet come into play. Tenet, which is a Tesla approved financing company, allows you to get the lowest monthly payment by deferring a portion of the loan, maybe even that $7,500 federal tax rate. They can do this because they are a Tesla approved financing partner and work with certain credit unions, and that does translate to a lower monthly payment for you. So definitely check out Tenet down below in the description, and thank you to Tenet for sponsoring this video and a bunch of other videos this month. But Tesla seems to be lowering as much interest rates as they could. It does seem pretty flex, or maybe they're doing this to try and edge out a few more deals this month or even this quarter. But definitely some pretty interesting stuff. Let me know what your thoughts. Let me know what you're thinking. We're going to jump into the live stream comments, but before we do that, this video is actually sponsored by my Patreon link. Double description is Patreon link. Support the channel and get access to the ultimate Tesla buying guide with all the best interest rates for financing your Tesla. So definitely check it out. Patreon link down below in the description. Water break. All right. Thanks for coming in. Paul, thanks for coming in. Paul Foss, thanks for coming in. Miguel, did Tesla ever give anything to those purchased right before price drops in late 2022? Unfortunately, they didn't. They're pretty strict on that. It seems like they don't really do too many adjustments after the fact. I mean, if anything now, I was hoping they would give like full self-driving, like a subscription of full self-driving or something like that to owners that paid that much. But unfortunately, they did not do anything like that, even though we had the petition and all that stuff going on, and they've had, multiple reach outs from all news organizations. They just didn't really budge on that. Matt, I worry about what damage it would have on it. Yes, I mean, that's a valid point. Certainly with these big discounts, you could imagine these vehicles are test drive vehicles or even demo vehicles. So especially with that type of mileage, 2,800 miles, that's why I usually like to stay in the 1,000 to 2,000 mile range of demo vehicles. But at the end of the day, they're going to take good care of it, because if you think about it, if a vehicle is in test drive fleet, that is the most, seen vehicle by a bunch of customers. So Tesla's going to really want to make sure that vehicle is in tip-top shape. It doesn't have any sort of damage on it, so that newer customers would be more inclined to purchase a Tesla, at least have a good experience with it. Like if they want to show like a damaged car to a customer that's interested in a Tesla test drive, or even like a car that has like pieces broken off the interior, they would fix all that ASAP, because they would need to, especially because it's a car that many customers are getting into. I know this, well, I don't know this, but when we bought our Model Y, which is a demo vehicle that had 888 miles on it with a $3,000 discount, it was actually in really good tip-top shape, and I was actually surprised on how good of a shape it was actually in. Wong, thanks for coming in. Yes, it looks like now you can get a discount that you can see right here on the screen. 2 Model Ys with $5,000 discounts. It seems like the end of the month special, that end of month rush is here. And these two vehicles have massive discounts if you are interested in. Of course, couple that with a Tesla referral code, just like the one down below in the description. You can get an extra $500 to $1,000 off, plus 3 months of full self-driving. So all you gotta do is click open the link first, get that green check mark, then head on over to waiting for a Tesla, click it, open it, and then let it load, and you'll see that the referral code is applied, so you can get that extra discount. Couple that with our Patreon link down below in the description, where you can get access to the ultimate Tesla buying guide out there with all the best interest rates for financing that Tesla that you're about to get, so you can get the lowest monthly payment possible. So definitely check out all the links down below in the description. And thank you to everybody that comes in here, watches, hits the like button in the comments and everything like that. But it seems like we're in that end of month rush, so we hopefully will see a lot more discounted inventory. That's the most exciting time, at least for me. Matt, I think they should do a monthly $19.95 like Apple, Amazon, Costco. Making it affordable would create dollars for Tesla. Which part monthly? Like full self-driving? Because full self-driving, oh, you're saying like you should make like full self-driving like 20 bucks a month. That'd be nice because right now you can get it for 200 bucks a month, but you're right, that is a little bit steep at the end of the day. Paul, well, that was amusing as YouTube brought me into this live stream. It ran an ad for Fisker's EV SUV. Nice. I mean, I do like the Ocean. I would love to see one on the road in person, but I only like it because the screen can like rotate, which is a cool feature. Sen Keith, should I buy a Model Y now or wait? Good question. Good question, San. I would say if you can get one of these discounted ones that have a $5,000 discount, definitely worth it. If not, then maybe not. Maybe not. Reg, thanks for coming in. Hey, Dennis, what do you think about the new release software 2023.26.1? I think I saw something about it. It didn't seem like too crazy, like a couple different edits, and maybe we'll talk about that tomorrow. Andres, do demo vehicles qualify for the 7,500 credit, or are they qualify for the used 4,000? I think it is. Well, used EV tax credit has a price cap of $25,000, but 7,500 it does, as long as you're the first owner of the vehicle. That is what makes it qualify for the tax credits and everything like that. Let's see what else we got. In this next topic, if you're looking for the best incentives or all the incentives out there, well, Tesla has just updated their website again today, and now there is a section on the Tesla website where you can actually search all the different incentives that you might qualify for. So let's take a look at it. But if you're just joining in, my name is Dennis. I love talking about Tesla hacking, so definitely hit that subscribe if you're interested. And so we just saw this earlier today because it does seem like 6 o'clock is that threshold, because I guess that's 9 o'clock on the Eastern time, whatever it is. But quote, Tesla adds the incentive search tool on website. So I'll show you exactly where to find it. So if you go to any vehicle out there, you can go to the Model 3, you can go to a Model Y, click on see details onto the 7,500 federal tax credit, and there is a new box where you can enter any zip code that you want. So of course there's California that's showing right here on the screen for $2,000. And if you've got a zip code that you want to throw in here, definitely put it in the chat box. But let's put it like in a Maryland zip code. So Maryland 20854, you can see the line change for incentives. And now it shows a Maryland incentive of $3,000. So this seems pretty dynamic. This looks pretty cool that you can enter in a bunch of different zip codes. I don't really know too many other zip codes from that. So maybe we can just throw in random ones to see if it actually generates anything else. But this is really cool because Tesla, I mean, that's the thing with buying an electric vehicle. There's so many incentives out there. I mean, even though this does show like a incentive for California, that's only like the tip of it, right? There, we know if you follow the channel, we know there's plenty of other California incentives out there, and $2,000 is really one of many but the $2,000 one is most people qualify for, but there's plenty of other incentives out there. But definitely some pretty interesting stuff. Definitely check it out and let me know what your thoughts on the new state incentive section of the Tesla website. And this is cool, right? Because Tesla is starting to try and incorporate as many incentives as possible. So here's a zip code 33025. Thank you, Andres. I guess there's no Florida one, unfortunately, there, but you can see if we put in, what's really cool with this is if you put in a state that has an incentive, you can see it pops it up Maryland like that. You can see that this big number now changes to 10,500 and now updates onto the website as well as 10,500. So you can see it's pretty dynamic. And I would bet to guess that if people are shopping onto the other websites, like going to menu and then going to existing inventory, and let's say you put in that same zip code right here on the page, this should probably update. I thought it would, but I guess it doesn't. But it should probably update. I bet they would update that later on, where it will show a big box with all the different incentives. You can see it's right here, right now there. But of course, you can couple all this with a Tesla referral code, just like the one down below in the description. So first, what you got to do is load up that Tesla referral code first, let it load up on your computer, then head on over to Waiting for Tesla, find this $5,000 Model Y that I know you're looking out for, then hit the reserve button if it's still there, and then let it load, get the green check mark that it shows that you actually get the discount, and then go ahead and proceed to place your deposit and order. But definitely some pretty interesting stuff. Let me know what your thoughts on it. we're going to jump into the next topic. But before we do that, this video is actually sponsored by my Patreon link. Down below in the description is the Patreon link for support the channel. And if you're looking for someone to ask questions about buying a Tesla and how to get the best deal, that's where you can send me a message in my Patreon app. Down below in the description, you can get my resource guide that has the best links for all the credit unions and financing, all better than Tesla financing. And you can even schedule a call with me to ask me where we can go over your exact situation on how to get the best deal. So definitely check it out. Patreon link down below in the description. Water break. Thanks for coming in. Let's see. We got some chats in here, so let's take a look. Let's try and catch up on these. Paul, they did something for Performance 3 owners. Remember Fred Lambert? I do remember that, but I don't remember exactly what happened on that. Reg, charge on solar, automatic headlights, Spotify refresh, destination closing soon, new game Vampire Survivor game, Bluetooth game controllers, camera view on Tesla app, and these are the recent updates. Yeah, I think I saw some of that, but we'll talk about that tomorrow and take a look into that. Richard, Tesla stock was down 10% today. The market senses fear. Yeah, it seems like maybe they're not as strong on the Tesla stock. Monchos, should I buy Model 3 rear-wheel drive now or wait? If you need a car now, just go ahead and buy it. But if you can wait, I mean, we've got this Model 3 Highland that potentially could be coming up in the future. So it might be a good time to just wait it out if you can. If you need a car, then definitely just try and find a discounted Tesla Model 3 out there. But if you're just joining in, welcome. Tesla, it is the end of the month special now, and now you can see that there are discounted Tesla Model Ys, heavily discounted Tesla Model Ys. You can see right here on the screen, both of them have a $5,000 discount. Both of them are demo vehicles, so you would still be the first owner and qualify for all the different incentives. And the cherry on top is you can use a Tesla referral code, just like the one down below in the description. So you can click that open and then head on over to waitingfortesla.com, click open the link, and make sure you get the green check mark so you get that the referral code applied, and then get an extra $500 off. So definitely a sweet add-on, and it's pretty nice. If this was in California, it'd be pretty tempting to get one of these, that's for sure. Let's see, we got one more topic, and this is a nice spicy topic. In this next topic, it is now possible to get a Tesla Model 3 for a low price before taxes and fees of $13,620. We found this tweet where someone actually broke down all the different incentives and all the different steps to actually get that low price of a Tesla Model 3, which I suspect could even get lower now because there are certain vehicles in inventory that even have a lower price than what this person actually paid. So let's take a look at it. But if you're just joining in, my name is Dennis. I love talking about Tesla hacking, which is basically just getting the best deal on Tesla at the best financing rate. So definitely hit that subscribe if you're interested. In today's video is actually sponsored by my Patreon link down below in the description, where you can support the channel and get access to the ultimate Tesla buying guide out there with all the best interest rates for financing your Tesla. So definitely check it out. Patreon link down below in the description. So let us take a look at this. Let us unpack this and figure out what the heck is actually going on, because we've heard low prices like this, but low prices that are in the $13,620 mark, that is pretty darn low. I think the lowest that we heard before that was like around $18,000. So let's take a look at this. But shout out to Zohar on Twitter. Quote, just got a Tesla Model 3 in California for $13,620 before taxes and fees, thanks to a unique combo of state and local rebates, the federal tax credit, and a $4,120 discount from inventory. I got this amazing deal. Here is the breakdown. And so the key thing here is he got a $4,000 discount off of inventory, which is still possible today. You can see here, these are the prices. These are the discounts from waiting for Tesla. So you can see there's $3,000 discounts. There's even $3,300 discounts. And as we get to the end of the month, maybe even end of the quarter, there's going to be more discounts ramping up on the Model 3 because it essentially is going to go on clearance with all the different deals. But let's take a look at it. So the first one is He bought the discounted vehicle off of inventory. Could have been a demo vehicle, and that's how he got the $4,000 discount, which I just showed you on the screen before. There's plenty of vehicles out there that could have a discount. Plus, he used a referral code, just like the one down below in the description, because if you use a referral code on a Tesla Model 3, you can get an extra $500 discount, but you got to click the link open first and then head on over to the inventory sites. Final sticker price was $36,620 before taxes and delivery fee. And now here goes some of the incentives. So the first one is the CVRP program, which is a $7,500 program if you are a low income individual, but it seems like in that unique situation he was low income in the year beforehand, and so that's what they used to qualify. So very cool that he was able to do that. The next one is the $4,000 Electrify Your Vehicle Ride program from Central Coast Community Energy 3CE. Seems like that was another $4,000 one, which just like the CVRP program, that might be an actual check in hand that you get after you take delivery within like probably 90 days or something like that. And here's another one, a $4,000 program from the Monterey Bay Air Resource District Electric Vehicle Incentive Program. So you can see 7,500 plus 4,000 plus another 4,000, and then plus on top of that a 7,500 federal tax credit. Well, while I know some of you are going to say, how could he qualify for the low income 7,500 CRVP and the 7,500 federal tax credit? Because you do have to have a tax liability to take advantage of the full federal tax credit, because you have to make anywhere from $75,000 W-2 income all the way up to $150,000. But it seems like because you don't qualify or you don't file for the 7,500 federal tax credit until next year, and it's based on this year's income. If you were low income last year, you can see how he was able to combine all these different incentives and get approved on all these different incentives, because they're looking at different times of his income that he was able to get the vehicle. So you can see all together for a combined total of $23,000 of incentives on top of the inventory discount plus the $500 referral. That brought him to a total of $27,620 worth of credits, rebates, and discounts. Pretty interesting stuff. You got to give it to him that this person did a lot of research. So if you're in these areas, if you qualify for some of these programs, it is always worth the time to try and look at it to see if you can actually qualify. So here are the final numbers. Let's do the numbers before taxes and fees. Purchase price $37,120, $500 referral equals $36,620 minus $23,000, which meant a net purchase price of $13,620. Now, of course, there's taxes and fees and all that stuff that go on top of it, so that wasn't his actual purchase price, but still, nonetheless, a pretty impeccable job that this person was able to do. And really cool, nice tweet that if you're interested in figuring out all the different incentives that are out there, if you live in his area in California, there's plenty of incentives that you can stack, which is the best part, plus gas savings, maintenance savings, and everything like that, to get a Tesla Model 3 down to $13,620. And the best part of this is it might also work on a Model Y, depending if you qualify as an individual. But definitely some pretty interesting stuff. Let me know what your thoughts on it. We're going to jump into the live stream comments. But before we do that, this video is actually sponsored by my Patreon link. Down below the description is Patreon link. Support the channel and get access to the ultimate Tesla buying guide out there with all the best interest rates for financing your Tesla, all lower than Tesla financing. So definitely check out Patreon link down below in the description. Water break. If you're just joining in, welcome. It seems like Tesla has put the clearance button on Model Ys, at least a couple of them. I think I'm getting bit by mosquitoes. And now there are Tesla Model Ys with $5,000 discounts. We have not seen this since the last quarter end, but it seems like Tesla has decided they need to sell some all-wheel drive ones. I see, Steven, your comment says that they might be gone already. Let's check. Let's see if it's gone. And nope, still here. What's the best part of this is it does stack on top of it with a $500 referral credit. So definitely check it out. If you want to use a referral code, check out the one down below in the description. Let it load, then head on over to Waiting for Tesla, which is our favorite site. Find the demo Tesla vehicles that have a $5,000 discount. Click it open and go on and go ahead and give the Tesla your money for the deposit and then take delivery. But On top of that, if you're interested in winning a giveaway on the channel, we've got this giveaway sponsored by MAGBAK for their rim case for their Model 3 or Model Y. So if you're interested in winning this protection kit for your rims, head on over to our YouTube community page on the channel right here. Scroll down about 5 or 6 posts, and that gives you the exact instructions on how to win or enter into the giveaway. On top of that, if you're interested and curious what's in this black Tesla box, it's a Tesla gift. We're going to unbox this tomorrow and kick off another giveaway to give this just one of you out there. So if you're interested in winning, definitely hit that subscribe and see you all tomorrow, because that's always the number one thing that you got to do. You got to hit the subscribe first so that you can try and win the giveaway. Paul, they just updated the website to reflect the $5,000 Colorado update. Yeah, it seems like they're pretty good with some of it. It's like a good starting point, but not really a good starting point because there's better websites, but cool for Tesla to be able to integrate that on top of that. Almas, what's the best loan rate from the credit union right now? There's credit unions still in like the 2.99 to 3%. I mean, of course, those are strict to join. You must kind of fall into their categories. We've got a full list of that on my guide, but most people can qualify for at least the sub 4% rates so that you can try and get into it. Vikram, is it a good time to buy a Model Y? Sure, why not? Subhan, our Model 3 is back in stock in China. No idea. Paul, almost 10 p.m. here and an early day tomorrow. Good night and happy weekend to everyone. Thank you, Paul, for coming in. Paul Foss, I don't remember either. You had a choice of either a refund or something else. I think someone got a check. I think I remember you talking about that. But then after they realized it would be a slippery slope, they stopped all of that. Yeah, $13,000 in incentives. Insane. Wow, the 5K discounts are gone just like that. No, it's still there. Can you claim the tax credit twice in a year as long as you have enough tax liability? Yes. Yard, tequila. No, it's not tequila. Good guess, though. It is the same box as tequila because we had a couple of those as well. But definitely some pretty interesting stuff. Let me know what your thoughts. Thanks for watching in. Thanks for the support. Thanks for hitting the like button. And we'll see you tomorrow for the giveaway. Thanks, y'all.